Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my fellow geeks from all ages, this is your friend Marcus Akabi bringing you another episode of Comics con Sabor. Yeah, buddy. Today's episode of Comics con Sabor, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. This is episode 30, I think, of comics. So I wanted to do something like a book that I haven't read in a while. Um, so I read a story arc that I haven't read in a while. Is It's an arc that I actually enjoyed a lot. Like I actually enjoyed it a lot. So I want to reread it again because a movie came out supposedly based on this arc, which is from Marvel. I think you guys know which one pretty much I'm talking about. It's Old Man Logan. Yes, yes. So it's based out of the movie Logan, but based off the comic Old Man Logan. So this is not spoiler because the movie's been out for a long time. I mean, if you guys haven't seen it, that's on your fault. So okay. So let's see. Old Man Logan is a story from Marvel. I think it was 2008, and if I'm not mistaken, it's Mark Miller and Steve McNiven. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I definitely think it's Mark Miller. It's Mark Miller, but I'm not sure who the other writer is or artist. So this is a story supposedly in. It takes a few years in the future, where the villains won. All the villains got together and literally yes, be the heroes. Uh, they kill and be Captain America, Thor, Iron Man, and all the big shots, all the heroes. All the X-Men more or less they're dead, and they have captured the United States and have divided the country in like different zones, like different states, more or less like different zones. Like certain zone is owned by different characters. In one of them is first owned by Abomination, but Hulk beat him up and took over that. Another one's by Magneto. Another one is by Doctor Doom. Another one is by the Kingpin. And then there's I think the main capital and all that area owned by the West Coast, which is more or less called the President, because he's the one that put orchestrate this whole thing. So this takes a story from Wolverine that something happened. He decided not to ever use his claws again to become Wolverine, so he more or less retires. There's a few remaining heroes scattered around the U.S. And this is the story that more or less the United States become a wasteland. So it's kind of a western with in the United States. Like this is sort of like I think it's about 40 years after that incident happened that the heroes fell. So we see Wolverine marry with two kids, and trying to pay rent. The landlords of that area is Hulk with the Hulk gang, which he got jiggy with it with She-Hulk. It's just nasty. And they got Hulk babies, and then they just reproduce, and there's a lot of bunch of Hulk babies. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So this is the story of that. He takes a beating. He doesn't have money to pay the rent. It's the first time. So then Hawkeye, which is blind, comes and asks him that he has a job to do. He needs his help to go across the country to deliver a package, and then he'll pay him like $500. And he's like, holy crap, $500! I'm like, are you serious? So I'm guessing with that $500, like he could pay rent for like a long time. So like he will be okay for like a few months. So I'm like, so he goes like, he's struggling. He's like, okay, you know what? Okay, I'll do it. It's only gonna be for like 2 weeks, he says. So they embark on this venture. And while this story is happening, they're letting everybody know more or less what happened to the heroes that day, like who planned what, who did what, and and it shows what happens to Wolverine. Supposedly one night, the night of where the heroes fall, uh, Wolverine thought he was defending the mansion because it was under attack by more or less other villains, but it was an illusion by Mysterio. For those of you that don't know Mysterio, he's a villain from Spider-Man, just in case. Big helmet creates illusions. So he made Wolverine think that he was actually defending them, but while he was actually killing everyone. So he killed every single more or less character of the X-Men. He killed them. So when he realized what he did, like, he didn't want to do his clothes anymore. So okay. So now I'm gonna jump you forward. Through this journey, he doesn't want to deal with that. Doesn't want to deal with that. When he gets to supposedly New York City, which is called New Babylon, I think. Supposedly they delivered the package to the area, to the spot where it's supposed to drop it off, and supposedly it's a resistance. They try to put together. They have like 30 little vials, I think it's that. Recreated a super soldier serum to like recreate super soldiers to counter all the villains and like take back the United States. So Hawkeye gets killed by Shield, which is now controlled by Red Skull. They think they kill Captain America. They think they kill Wolverine, but when they bring them back to Red Skull, he's moving. He wakes up, and then Wolverine starts to battle the Red Skull. But then we see like the trophies of like all the heroes that have fallen. I'm talking all of them. So I'm like, wow, that's actually crazy. Wolverine kills the Red Skull. Then with pieces of an old Iron Man armor, puts together, flies back. This is where it gets a little like emotional for him as a character when he realizes he gets home and his entire family got killed and slaughtered by the Hawks. Supposedly they came back early and they killed him because they're trying to make a point. So he loses it, he goes berserk and kills them all. Kills them all, fights Hulk, starts to fight Bruce Banner, but Bruce Banner transforms into the Hulk, eats him. Yeah. And then Wolverine just pops out, regenerates and kills him from within. Cuts him open and he's dead. In all this, there's a little Hulk Jr. I guess like the newest born from Bruce Banner. So more or less they call him Hulk Jr. So then Wolverine embarks in a continue to now, since there's nothing for me to do here, I'm gonna go back and take back the country with Hulk Jr. And more or less that's what that is. So it's kind of sad, but it gives you like a glimmer of hope. But it's one of those Mark Miller stories. I guess you're thinking that, you know what, because he gives you that reality tone that one would think that actually, finally the bad guys win. And this is what will happen, like, because I think there's more bad guys than heroes overall. And for them to all of them unite and actually take out the heroes, that was actually big. That was role plan. That's all they had to do. And for the few remaining heroes to scatter around and like being like scavengers, stuff like that, it's actually pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So I actually really enjoy rereading this story. To like see a few things. And it's a very good story. I think you guys, should, if you guys didn't read it, should read it. And that's ESPN. And if you guys haven't read Old Man Logan, I think you guys should give it a look, because that's actually a pretty good story. I'm telling you, I have spent like a lot of time talking about this. It's a very good story. It's one of the few stories from Marvel that's actually really, really good. Now, those of you, I'm not hating on Marvel, but it's like a Michael Bay movie sometimes. Big explosions, but not a lot of substance. And this story has a lot of substance. So I think you guys should give it a look, enjoy it, like it. And if you guys don't, what can I say? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't hate me. Don't hate me. I'm sorry. So yeah, thanks again, guys. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the time. And I'll see you with another bunch of episodes of Comics con Sabor. Yeah, buddy. Peace, love. See ya.